And welcome back to Hardcore. We have been making some great progress. It actually feels like things are moving a little bit faster now for some reason, that we've got the dragon killed. And we've done a lot of work. I mean, many hours put into the mob farm that is directly under us. However, it's only partially working. So to start things off today, I'm going to get at least this side wired up as well, so we have that working. But the goal for today is to actually get back into base building mode because, well, we got a couple things going on. One, we've got a really ugly front yard. I mean, you guys think these are ugly? They are kind of cool. But no, this in general out here is just a hodgepodge of different things. And it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough looking. So we may work on that a little bit, but what I want to do is actually get the structure of the base. We did the wall. I think the wall turned out great. Really excited about how things got started here. But then once you walk in, first of all, there's no protection from any mobs coming in. And second of all, there's really nothing here. It's just it's a big open hole in the mountain here. So we're gonna start to plan it out. You know, we started to do that with some of the dirt and stuff here, but really want to start getting into some of the structures that are going to actually make this feel like a proper base, and you know, maybe not just have a random portal about and things like that. So I'm gonna put in the work today, but like I said, first things first, we got to do some redstone. Bop bop. Oh, every time I do the bops, Puka puts it on screen. Now I'm self-conscious about how many bops we do per stream. You know, feel like we need to have some sort of counter. I couldn't possibly keep up with it, but we need to have a daily limit of bops. Should we try to limit our bops? 500 bops a stream is our quota. In my mind, I've kind of like spaced out, you know, how we're going to roll on this stream. You know, the first part of it is going to be fixing this farm up. The next part of it's going to be a little bit of resource gathering, unfortunately, but we'll have fun. We'll hang out, we'll have fun, and then and probably the third part, and I'll try to leave the most time for that, is to really get some building done, because we know building takes time, right? 500 bops in 3 hours. That's a bop on average every 21 seconds. Okay, all right, yeah, we're definitely not bopping that much. Although just reading that statement met like the quota for the next minute. So there's that. Oh. Keep trying, buddy. You'll get me eventually. Spinning rest is the worst. Oh, he's gonna get me. Woo! Oh, he got me! Well done. He's been practicing his aim. You can tell. He seemed hyper focused on that one. Like I made fun of him last time I ran by, and so his feelings were hurt. So in order to fix this, we need to basically just activate the redstone on every one of these little sticky out bits, right? So it's pretty easy to do 2 at a time, because what you can get away with. So we can get away with just putting a redstone torch right. Every time I do that, it doesn't switch. It makes me bonkers. All right, there we go. So we take out this guy. That's not needed. So that there just activated 2 layers. All right. And so this needs to actually this block here actually needs to get activated from our signal that we did on our etho hopper clock. We did an etho hopper clock. Ooh. Oh, right. So this is the spider farm. I forgot we were this close. All right, let's make sure that's blocked up. There's our signal there actually that we need to get. So I might just torch tower this. Nice. Okay. Let's get rid of all this extra bits. What's extra? That's extra, right? There we go. Nice. Oops. Oopsies. Okay. Now all the layers should be working. Let's go check. Oops. That's important. A lot of oops. A lot of oops happening in this stream. Everybody oops. Oops. All right. We should be good. Okay. Let's see. Have we got any mob drops since we turned this thing on? Hey, all right, it's starting to work. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and make some more rockets. Let's just grab these out of here, and let's see how many rockets we can make already. And we'll keep. In fact, let's empty it. Let's empty it. We'll get a good gauge on how many drops we're getting now that this entire thing is working. In fact, here they come. Just staying down here. We're seeing some. Oh, I love the big projects. Even doing that mob farm, we did like 7 layers. I wanted to do 10, but it was just taking all day Friday. We took like 6 hours building that thing, and I eventually just had to say that's got to do it for today. I'd love to go finish it up, you know, right now even, but yeah, I think we've had enough. I think we've had enough of that. I need to empty my pockets before I do this. I think it's time that we actually just get rid of all this stuff out here. Unfortunately, but it's definitely making our front yard look pretty bad. What we can do is we could like set up a few just like crop farms for looks, like kind of out in front maybe. I think that might not be too bad, but like just this bit right here looks terrible. So let's just collect what we can. Still no ETA on the next Hermitcraft. Not yet. Not that I can give you. Hang tight. I'll just say that. Just hang tight. Every day, in case you're wondering, I'll give you this info. Every day that goes by, every day that ends, and a new one begins, we're 1 day closer to the next season of Hermitcraft. There you go. Right? Good? So every time you lay your head down on your pillow at night, you can smile, knowing that when you wake up, we're 1 day closer to the next season of Hermitcraft. Pretty nice, right? The sheep are going nuts right now. They're like, that took you way too long, dude. All right. So I don't really want them like in my base making noise, but I also don't want them just like out front being annoying. So I wonder if we kind of split the difference. Can I tuck them in to like something like this? And that way they're kind of away, but also like I think I can just tuck them into this little area here underneath. So they're like out front, away from where I am most of the time, but also it's like tucked in to the mountain so you don't really see them. That'll probably work, I guess. I didn't really think much of this through. We're winging it. We're winging it. I need to kill the wither. I want a beacon now. This stuff takes too long. Willow0985 says, love watching your streams. You're such a positive person. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm here for. Hopefully, you know, positive vibes. We're all here to have some positive vibes together, right? Playing some Minecraft. How could I have negative vibes when we're all just hanging out, having fun playing a game that's as amazing as Minecraft is? It's not a humongous space, unfortunately. Definitely feel like it could be better. If we use moss on this back wall, just to kind of fill it in, I think that would look pretty good. Okay, so this will definitely help. It's about time, right? It's about time we do this. Only took me 231 days to label my chests, you know? Now I can look right at it and know what's in it. Jeez, what took us so long? Oh, I'm so bad at this game. I'm already envisioning like the next phase of this right here. I hope we can pull it off. I hope we can pull it off. Building ad hoc and not planning things out in creative is not something I'm like strongly suited for, but this is like a super chill series and a good way to start pushing our boundaries. So no better time than the present to learn to build on the fly, ad hoc, sporadically. Oh, I missed. Did he shoot at me while I was flying by? Oh, it's amazing. Like, what did an arrow come from? He's still trying. It helps if I hit record so that you guys don't miss stuff. But here's what we just discovered in the stream. Chat was telling me that this table now is only registering up to level 28. And I absolutely did not believe them. I thought I was being trolled, because that's also a thing that happens while you're streaming a lot. So turns out they were right. As you can see, we grabbed some diamond leggings, and I can only go up to level 28, even though I have level 30 XP. So we found out this is the problem. This trapdoor right there, which I was just trying to cover up the redstone torch, which makes the dragon's mouth move, because, you know, that's ugly. So I was trying to cover it up, but for whatever reason, that was blocking the enchantment levels. So now we can get a 30 enchantment, which I'm not going to do because I don't need these, but it's problematic. So I'll have to do something else with this little shrine. I guess that's a bummer, but there you go. And in fact, that's fine though, because I think somebody was asking in the comments of the last video how the dragon head was moving, and now you can see that it was because I hit a hidden redstone torch which powers that block, which makes the little mouth move there. So there you go. Their secrets have been revealed, and our enchantment setup is back to 30, which is good. So I'm gonna sleep on that for a second, so we could take this, bop these there. See, just give it a lot, and then we can still get away with this. I mean, now it's like it's totally extra, right? So we should be able to do that and still get 30. You can see it already. In fact, at that point, I think we could even get away with opening this up a bit. Hey, no, 30. Okay, we're good. So yeah, we can keep it nice and open like that. That's even better. That looks better anyway, doesn't it? Looks better anyway. Blocks our view to our villagers a little bit, but that's okay. We were already kind of blocking it with our dragon shrine. Kind of looks cool. And we're hidden again. Should definitely change out the flooring. We're gonna do that. We gotta get to the building today, right? I keep saying, oh yeah, we're gonna build stuff, and then we don't. All right, let's get to it. All right, this feels a little bad, but we're doing it. All that beautiful moss we just installed, yanking it right back out. We'll fill it in with dirt and remossify it later. We clean up the whole front and then just immediately destroy it. Oh man, we're good at stuff. I think that's the arch that I want. I think we're good. But oh my gosh, my totems, my totems offhand. Oh geez, here we go. Come on guys, we may have to do this in a few trips potentially, or just breed them back up maybe. I don't want to try to pull too many in at once. Oh, I should have done the carpet trick. I needed to do the carpet trick. Here, let me do that. Oops. That didn't exactly do what I was hoping for. Could you imagine? This creeper falls on my head like the second I take the totem out. I honestly think at this point we would survive a full-blown creeper blast at point blank range. I think our gear is good enough right now that it wouldn't be that big of a problem. And yet here I didn't grab the carpet again. I might just, woo! Oh, I still had the, ooh, they were chasing after me. We got a few escapes that might not be allowed to wander the grounds for the rest of their lives, if you know what I mean. We're gonna take care of them in a minute. We'll close our eyes and pretend it didn't happen, right? Let's continue. We gotta get these cows out of here. I want to build up that next level of the base. So many things to do. All right. Oh, we may be culling the cows a little bit today. You know, like I don't think we need this many. I hate this part. I really do. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that for now. Like literally, I think the rest of these guys, they may end up dying. Don't tell them that. We're crit masters now. Iskal taught me how. Oh no, I didn't put my totem back. Oh, Skiz loves it when I say that. Skiz never taught me how to crit. All he did was say, "You gotta yell crit." That's how you crit. You gotta yell crit. His skill taught me how. Now, what would Skiz say? Exactly. Skiz would not appreciate that. Don't tell him. Okay. He still can't hit me. He tried. Oh, you tried again. One of these days, buddy. Good. Front yard. Much cleaner. Not perfect, but much cleaner. We got all that junk out of the way, and we'll work more on this as time permits, but I want to get back into the inside of this thing because, yeah, this open amphitheater look is not going to work long term. We need to make it so we're actually protected. So I need to get my hands on some slabs. I think I want to go up a level, basically. So we have this area, and then we want to go up even more. And I think the way we're going to do that is I'm going to do like a staircase that kind of winds around and up. And I'm trying to think of, do I want to make it out of the regular stone slabs or the smooth stone? And I'm starting to think the smooth stone might be a little better. We're definitely winging this build, and I'm missing my stone cutter. I think I'll make another one of those, actually. All right, so as we come in, let me build it square first, and then let's make it curvy. I think that's the way to do it. I kind of want it to curve a little bit, but I don't know how to do that. 5 wide anyway. This isn't good. This is not good at all. We're struggling with that. It's like if it needs to curve up, you almost have to like start bringing it out like early enough to do it. We're definitely making it worse. Yeah. And then that way it kind of like curves around it. I guess it's enough. It's enough. It's not like super terrible. It's definitely not curvilicious though. Curvilicious, that's the new word. We could do another one of these right there. Yeah, and we could put some like lanterns or something on top of that. This is kind of nice. You can sneak in underneath. Yeah, I could live with it not being a perfect curve. 1 2 3 4. Counting. I'm counting in my head. 1 2 3 4. And now I'm counting out loud. You guys are like, please go back to counting in your head. We'll double check our work here in a minute. Counting with impulse, everybody's favorite game. Right. All right. Starting to take a little bit of shape here. Still keeping with the Stone Age materials, I guess. Okay, I got to do the dirt thing, guys. Because we're building this in survival and I don't have like a creative built out and kind of know where I'm going with this, we need to kind of mark out big infrastructure, I think, with dirt. So kind of the idea that I was going to work with is right here, we have a bit of an opening. So now we've come in 3 blocks and then we're going to have this. Let's do the same on this side just to make it consistent here. Is that the right spot? Yep. So basically this is going to be a structure over top of all this that's open in the middle is kind of the idea. So in fact, let me bring this down one and we can start to mock this up a little bit. If it was to kind of have this like gradual arc to it. But yeah, that'll give us our next layer. So I think when we come back on Wednesday, let's build up these walls because they're gonna need to look good, right? We need to get back to like this style, you know. So we'll get our hands on a bunch of these bricks and stuff, and then we'll build up this like entrance here, this wall, and then we also need to work on this flooring that's gonna happen in between. But I figured let's get all the walls up, get all the infrastructure, all the different levels, and then we can come back and kind of work on the details, like flooring and stuff. Because it's weird, like if you put in flooring and then you end up putting a wall over it, you know, because you didn't know what you were doing. So that'll work. That stair right there curving in is a little weird. Maybe we'll just go straight back and cut over a different way. But all right, it is starting to come about. A little less progress today than I was hoping, but we're starting to see the shape of what will be, and this kind of grand opening that we're going to see our villager trading hall in the background and a few other bits and bobs that I'm going to bake into this mountain. It's going to end up looking good, and I think we're going to have about 4 layers of kind of escalating structures happening until it meets the back of the mountain there, which we now have 3 ginormous trees, thanks to all the amazing support that I've been getting on stream today. It's just been fantastic. So let's see. This whole time I've been working on this, the mob farm should have been running, and I want to see kind of what our drop rates are. Now, we got a few more levels to build, but I needed to take a break today, to be honest, because yeah, I think we spent, like I said, 6 hours building just the first 7 layers. So let's go down below and see if we've got, first of all, this is where we had what we thought was going to be a slime chunk. No slime, unfortunately, in here. Of course, they could have spawned and despawned, and so we wouldn't have ever seen them. But I think if we go, I don't even know how to get down into our drops anymore. Let's go down in here. For a second, I thought that was a live slime right there. And I was like, oh, well, here we go. That works. Let's go down in here. I'm hoping for, I mean, if I'm really being greedy, I'm hoping for a stack of gunpowder right now. I'll take 2, actually. Holy smokes, it's working. We've got 2 stacks of gunpowder and some other bits and bobs. Now, we are starting to use a lot of bone meal and stuff, but this is great. And yes, I absolutely can dig how much mob drops we've got from this farm so far. So that is amazing. Oh, it's good to know that's working. And we haven't even lit up all the surrounding areas. So this thing is going to be super productive once that's done. Bits and bops. All the bops. Yeah. All right, so it's time. Let's see what 2 stacks of gunpowder will give us as far as rockets are concerned. So I'm going to take all this sugarcane that we've been manually harvesting, which is another thing on my to-do list, and let's turn them all into firework rockets. We've got that'll do us for a while. I mean, we've been living with like 20 some rockets for the last few days anyway, and now we can spread our wings and fly. That's great. Rockets for days. Oh, I've never seen this up here from this angle. This is actually really beautiful up here. Look at all the flowers. Oh, we could get dye for days. We got bees up here. I've never seen this area of the world. Look at us getting out exploring. I don't want to do too much exploring. We get lost. But oh, there's even an ice biome over here. I can collect some ice. Wow. It's great to get out, isn't it? It's so good to get out and explore the world. We have not even been over here. Finally seeing all this different stuff around us. And you know why? You know why we're loving this? Because exploring is fun. We had to do it at least once today, right? Oh, so nice. I'm lost already. Thankfully, we have our trees up here to lead us home. We know exactly where we are now, thanks to them. All right, we will take one last sleep for today, see what day we ended on, because we're marching towards day 300, and from the chat right there, it looks like we're on 241 now. Amazing. All right. It's good to get some building done. Not a lot today, but we definitely made some progress. We're going to keep at it this week. It's going to be fun, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that before you go. With that said, I'll see you again next time. Have a good one, everyone.